Imagine a field in England, silent and vast. Then a shadow falls. A massive stone, taller than a man, is being moved. Not by cranes, not by machines, but by sheer human will. For thousands of years, Stonehenge has stood, a silent sentinel against the sky. Who built it? And more importantly, why? Was it a temple for the sun? A calendar of the stars? Or something far more mysterious? Join us as we uncover the secrets of this ancient wonder. What do you think the stones are trying to tell us? Theories of construction. Imagine master builders, armed with only primitive tools, somehow maneuvering massive stones weighing many tons. How did they even start? One idea suggests ramps made of earth and timber. Teams would have hauled the stones up these inclines, perhaps using ropes made from plant fibers. Think of hundreds of people pulling together, inch by painstaking inch. Another possibility involves levers and rollers. They might have used sturdy wooden logs placed underneath the stones, rolling them across the ground. This would still require immense coordination and strength. Consider the sarcens, the huge upright stones. These were quarried from Marlborough Downs, over 20 miles away. Getting them to Stonehenge was a monumental task. Then, they had to be raised upright. This could have been achieved by digging a deep pit, tilting the stone into it, and then using ropes and levers to force it upright, with the pit being filled in to secure it. It's a feat of engineering that still boggles the mind. And what about the bluestones? These smaller, yet still heavy, stones came from the Preseli Hills in Wales, a distance of over 150 miles. The journey for these stones is perhaps the most debated part. Were they transported by land, dragged on sledges? Or did ancient mariners somehow load them onto rafts and sail them along the coast and up rivers? This theory opens up a whole new level of ancient ingenuity and ambition. The sheer scale of labor and organization required for Stonehenge is staggering. It wasn't just about brute force, it demanded sophisticated planning, knowledge of leverage, and a deep understanding of how to move immense weights. How do you think they managed to align these colossal stones with such precision? The astronomical alignments. The stones of Stonehenge were not placed randomly. Ancient builders carefully positioned them to align with the sun. On the longest day of the year, the summer solstice, the sun rises exactly over the heel stone. This massive stone stands outside the main circle, a sentinel marking the dawn of the longest day. Imagine standing at the center of Stonehenge on that special morning. The light would stream in, perfectly framing the horizon. This celestial connection is not a coincidence. The builders also align the monument with the winter solstice sunset. As the shortest day of the year arrives, the sun sets directly along the axis of the main stone avenue. This creates a dramatic visual link between the two solstices, effectively framing the entire year within the monument's design. It suggests a deep understanding of the sun's journey across the sky. Even the moon played a role in Stonehenge's astronomical design. Some theories propose alignments with lunar standstills, extreme points in the moon's orbit that occur roughly every 18.6 years. While harder to pinpoint than solar alignments, these potential lunar connections hint at an even more complex and sophisticated celestial calendar. The precision involved is truly astonishing, especially considering the tools available thousands of years ago. These deliberate alignments suggest that Stonehenge was more than just a monument, it was a sophisticated astronomical observatory. It allowed ancient people to track the seasons, predict important celestial events, and perhaps even guide agricultural cycles. The knowledge embedded in these stones is a testament to their ingenuity and their profound connection to the cosmos. What other secrets do you think these ancient stones hold? Ritual and belief systems. The massive stones of Stonehenge were not just for show. Ancient people likely gathered here for deeply meaningful ceremonies. Imagine the sun rising on the longest day of the year, its first rays perfectly aligning with the heel stone. This wasn't accidental. It suggests a profound connection to celestial events and the changing seasons. These gatherings were probably tied to important beliefs about life, death, and the cosmos. Perhaps Stonehenge served as a place to honor ancestors, to seek blessings for good harvests, or to mark significant life transitions. The sheer effort involved in moving and erecting the stones points to a powerful shared purpose, a unified spiritual drive. Consider the possibility that different groups of people, possibly from far and wide, converged at Stonehenge for these rituals. It could have been a central hub for spiritual activity, a sacred site where communities came together to reinforce their shared worldview. The sounds of chanting, the smoke from fires, and the awe inspired by the monumental stones would have created an unforgettable experience. What rituals do you think were most important to the people who built and used Stonehenge? Unanswered questions. We still puzzle over who built Stonehenge and why. Was it a grand temple for sun worshippers, tracking the solstices with uncanny precision? Perhaps it served as a sacred burial ground, a place for the honored dead to rest for eternity. Or could it have been a sophisticated astronomical observatory, its stones aligned to celestial events we've only just begun to understand? The sheer effort involved suggests a purpose of immense importance to the people who created it. The mystery deepens when we consider the stones themselves. Many of these massive blue stones, weighing tons, were transported hundreds of miles from Wales. How did they achieve such a feat without modern technology? Were they dragged on rollers, floated on rafts, or guided by some forgotten method of engineering? The precision of their placement, forming a coherent structure that has endured for millennia, speaks to a level of organization and knowledge that still amazes us. Even the arrangement of the stones holds secrets. The central horseshoe of sarsen stones and the surrounding ditch and bank create a complex layout. What was the significance of the specific number of stones, their heights, and their positions relative to the sunrise and sunset on the longest and shortest days? Some theories suggest healing rituals were performed here, drawn by the supposed mystical properties of the blue stones. And what about the people? Who were the architects and laborers of this colossal monument? Were they a unified society with a common belief system, or a collection of tribes working together for a shared goal? The limited archaeological evidence of settlements nearby offers few clues to their daily lives or their social structures. We see the monument, but the builders themselves remain largely shadowy figures. What hidden stories do these ancient stones still hold? The massive stones stand, silent witnesses to a forgotten age. We've seen how ancient hands, with incredible ingenuity, raised these giants. They aligned them with the sun and stars, marking the seasons and perhaps much more. Was Stonehenge a temple, an astronomical calendar, or a powerful healing center? The stones hold their secrets close, but the echoes of their purpose still resonate. What do you think was the true reason these stones were brought together? In our next video, we'll explore another ancient enigma, the Nazca Lines.